franchises. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Southern Hemisphere and the historic city of Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started.
And off we go here in Sao Paulo. And able to get this out to the 25. So the Packers make their way out for the first time, and it's Jordan Love that has the keys to the car here in his 5th season as a pro and 2nd as a starter.
And Love established himself as a legitimate franchise quarterback a season ago. And let's not forget, he had to exhibit a lot of patience waiting for his opportunity to become the man. And once he got that chance, he hit the ground running. The question now from the rest of the league, can he sustain that success? The Packers certainly believe he will.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
3rd and 12.
Here we go. Set.
To throw now. Here's Love.
That is caught.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line.
Come on, set. Ready.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Love. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Play fake. Here's Love. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Here we go. Ready?
Here's Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Out come the Eagles for the first time, and the man in charge at quarterback in his 5th year now, Jalen Hurts.
He's coming off a season where he certainly experienced his fair share of ups and downs. On the positive side, he threw for career highs in passing yards and touchdowns. On the negative side, he threw the most interceptions in his career, and his team struggled and collapsed down the stretch. If he can get back to playing mistake-free football without sacrificing his aggressiveness, this team can get back to competing for a Super Bowl berth.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. They'll go to Barkley again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
3rd down and 13. Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready. Check pitch. Check hut.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
39 yards.
And the Packers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Room to maneuver at the 35.
And down to the 16-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Running left, it's Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Eric Stokes in on the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Throwing is Hurts.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Barkley fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession.
As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
Now receiver in motion left.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Jalen Hurts scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 23.
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Love now.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
The beautiful fake. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 54 yards.
Love looking to throw it. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Romeo Dobbs
from 21 yards away. And the Packers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10.
At their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Throwing. Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Love. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia.
And this will be taken at the 13. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they pumped. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is 2nd and 8.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. That one downfield for Dotson.
This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big play there for Philly. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Now Love.
Fights through it. Completes it again to Dobbs.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go. Set. Ready?
Working out of the gun. Love. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack to move him to 3rd and long. Then here, just nothing available. And he's got to throw it away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That one downfield for Dotson.
They've got his man complete.
And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Hey, easy, 63, bang! Get it.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Ready. Ready.
Back to throw. Love. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Love from the gun on third down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Devontae Wyatt there for the stop. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll drop to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll line up with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 10. Love. Through the middle of the field. They'll have the first down and more than that. Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson.
His second touchdown of the night. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield.
Isaiah Rodgers, one man to beat. And they finally got to him at the 2-yard line. Almost coast to coast. What a great return. They'll be set up beautifully.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. Stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jalen Hurts
Scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. Love from the gun. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Here's Love. Throw caught by Musgrave.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
They begin with a run by Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds. Stopped the clock.
True on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is because they've got to push it downfield. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the 1st down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right? why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that'll be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Throwing is Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go. Set. Set.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Ready.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready.
Love now. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 27. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles now. Down 24-21. 2:25 remaining.
They've got 1 timeout at their disposal and the 2-minute warning as they go to work here on 1st down.
Alpha, alpha, alpha.
Back to throw here. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
And into the end zone, it's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Now for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. Here's 1st and 10.
No touch. No touch.
Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick-6.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Here comes 2nd down.
No touch. No touch.
Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Back to throw again. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Here comes 3rd down at 7.
Here's Love.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down to the 10.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So now it's the Eagles' turn. Trailing in this one now. A little under 40 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Blue check. Opposite. Green check. Pink.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.